Oh my God. Hi. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope your new year has been treating you well thus far. And I hope you all had a good Christmas. I did. It was very, very fun. I went and I saw Wonka. Listen, I'm not a fan of the Gene Wilder or the Johnny Depp, like Charlie and the Chocolate, whatever. I really liked Wonka. I am still surprised at how much I liked it. Go see it, especially if you're a fan of either of the first two movies. And then I had some fish and chips. It was delightful. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me say hi to everybody. I know I saw Rad Plaid, Hecate. Oh, replay crew for Hecate, Hammy, my YouTube's husbands, Jenna, Sarah Kate, Andy, of course, Rad Plaid. New Year, New Creek. How you doing? Who else do we have? Oh, I'm getting alerts. There's me, Share Beer. Oh, hold on. Breaking news. I'm being texted something. Hold on. Let me check. Oh, okay. Hold on. Thank you to who sent me that. Thank you. Hold on. Let me save this. And then, because I have a bunch of stuff saved, I might dip into that Discord I have and pull it up. Sorry, hold please. Because that's an interesting little screenshot. Because we're going to be going over some stuff today. Thank you who just texted me that. You know who you are. I love you. I see Senator Amidala, Meg the Artist, Share Bear. I'm sure Diff, Southern Belle, Lil Miss STFU. How you doing? The Addict's Basement, Astro. Pew Pew Tasha. We'll be watching one of her videos. All links are in my description. I put Just Saying in there. I don't think I'm going to use hers because it's going to be repetitive. Because I want to watch FFG and what she had to say about all of this. Sean Nova, Chatty Charlie, how we doing? So, for those that may not watch my streams, particularly the one I did with Chef Maiku and our lovely Pew Pew Tasha. Hey, Detective Cochise, Duanis, how you doing? Stop feeding the cats. I love your cranky pasta. I advise you to watch those streams because people, I guess, think it's just like me and my lovely guests just sitting up here like bashing FFG for however long, and it's very much not. The next one will not be. It's more of like I'm interviewing the person and we're having a conversation, which happens to be about FFG and some of her, not all, some of her surrounding community. So yeah, I highly recommend watching those. They're great. And I'm not exactly sure when Hater Tater is gonna come on, but we're working out the details. Oh, Sarah Kate. I think a little fun shit talking and just straight up bashing somebody are two very different things. I think a lot of us think FFG, among many other people, including Chantal, are worthy of criticism and being, I guess I categorize myself as like a reaction / commentary channel. I mean, like, that's what we do. We talk about stuff. We talk about other people. But that's all we're supposed to be doing. Sitting here, sitting my fat ass. I'm not really fat, but still sitting my fat ass in my room with my dogs in front of my fucking microphone, talking on the internet about what is going on the internet. And that's it. That's all. I have I didn't stream yesterday about this because I wasn't feeling great. Jasper's having trouble with his luxating patella. Like, he couldn't even put weight on his back left leg on Tuesday, and my dog's come first. He's doing much better. He's sleeping right behind me peacefully. He's snoring. He's doing so much better. Um, and I like to let things kind of stew a little bit to, see where it's going to go, what happens, what direction is it going to go in, how are people going to react. So first and foremost, you see the thumbnail, New Year's spicy burb. I mean, I've already gotten spicy. I did my first stream on March 3rd of last year, right? My first solo stream. Sitting on New Year's Eve, I was like, wow, my channel, it was not the direction. I wasn't planning on any of this. I wasn't planning on ever talking about NIGS or FFG or, anything else. But I mean, here we are, and I just asked myself, why don't I talk about these things? Why don't I talk about these people? And all the answers I gave myself were bullshit. Because all the people I want to talk about, well, if they can sit there and talk about whoever and admittedly be hateful, why can't I sit here and provide my thoughts and valid criticism? And more importantly, give the people in the chat a place to do so as well without the fear of being blocked or kicked from the community. Oh no. Oh, clutch your fucking pearls. Somebody didn't agree with me and kiss my ass and go along with the narrative I want to portray. The fucking I can't. Grow up. Get off the fucking internet then. Right? Just I can't be bothered. Hey Jenna, how you doing, girl? Yep. Excellent point, Senator Amidala. Hey, did you know I'm a Jedi? Shout out Kate Winslet. I miss Senator Amidala says, I miss the old gore world sometimes when the reactors didn't do it full time or for the monetary gain. Yeah, which, is why I don't fucking stream every day. I stream a couple times a week when there's shit going on or I have the availability because it's quality over quantity. And I'll tell you right now, I will never, will never just talk about one person. That's why when I made my shitty little intro, I just put up images I liked. I never want to have any people in my intro. You know what I mean? I don't want to have Foodie. I don't want to have whoever because I'm going to talk about whoever and whatever, whether it's, FFG, Chantal, Amber, spoopy stuff is coming back. I'm thinking Saturday the 13th. I know it's not a Friday the 13th, but Saturday the 13th will do. I've always talked about everyone and everything, and I will continue to do so. I will not ever just talk about one person. And technically you're not supposed to do that, but it's what it is. Hey Doris, hey. Did I see you, Doris? Hey, I thought I did. I sure did see you, Doris. Hey, welcome in. So as for the direction of my channel, again, I've very much more found my footing. I've very much have found my voice because I'm done. I'm done worrying. I'm done being intimidated or scared. And I know the people I talk about are going to talk shit about me. FFG trying to paint this narrative that I've harbored this rage, this hate for her for years, and I waited until she was weak after a relative of hers died to talk about her because I'm a bird of prey, which ravens are not birds of prey, just to be technical. It's whatever, but still, and it's like, no. Again, that came about very naturally. And again, I feel bad I didn't speak up sooner. And I've apologized to Tasha and Tater and been like, I'm so sorry I didn't speak up sooner. So that's where my channel will be going, is all over, everywhere, wherever the fuck we want it to. Spoopy stuff, low cows, reactors that have turned into fucking low cows, because that's an amazing there's a couple of them. Jesus Christ. Oh. The attic's basement. No, it wasn't. Let me clarify. It wasn't that like I was scared to talk about people. Um, there's always that worry of when you talk about certain people, you very well could get doxxed because the people, there's some people out there that, that's their go to. You want to talk about me? You want to say some shit? You want to point out my hypocrisy, my lies, my questionable behavior? I'm gonna dox. I'm gonna find out who you are and dox you. Would you stop it? Stop that shit. We're here to throw shit on the internet. Keep it on the fucking internet. Oh, why? Like, this used to be fun. This used to be fun. Not so much anymore. But, shout out to the people like Tasha and Tater and Amon V or Amon Avis, that are talking about No Madness Life. I was watching their stream earlier. Shout out to everybody that's talking about the people and the shit that needs to be talked about. And I'm sure other channels or myself in the future might talk about people that nobody else wants to talk about or point out their fuck shit. And it could go very badly for us. But if I'm going to come, I'm going to come correct with receipts. And trust me, I'm not going to bring personal shit. I'm not going to talk about anybody because, well, I don't like you. It's going to be like, no, here's exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. And this is some fuck shit. And here's why. Duty booty. Sorry. All right. So let's address the elephant in the room. I think it's been gone over more than enough. What came out about Sala. Listen, all of us, and including Chantal and Sala, know they don't have a normal marriage. Like, we met, we got to know each other over whatever amount of time, bonded, all that stuff. It was like, no, met on whatever the dating thing was, and within 2 days, like, agreed to get married. That's some wild shit. Ham and Beans, thank you so much. Ham and Beans gifted 5 Raven Star memberships. Donis, Rad Plaid, The Attic's Basement, T Girl, and Fit and Curvy, welcome to memberships. Please enjoy your custom emojis, and you have access to members only streams, which I should be doing one here soon. Yeah, Hammy's awesome. Thank you, Hammy. Hammy's a real one. I appreciate Hammy. Hammy and I have always just been straight with each other from the get, and I really appreciate that about Hammy. So I'm not going to go over were any of us surprised? Were any of us surprised that, some fuck shit was going on. I laughed when I found out it was Kybella because there's an inside joke. And Southern Belle, thank you so much for your super chat. Southern Belle says, love and appreciate that you have a safe space here for varying opinions. I see many different communities here, and that's a testament to how safe your channel is. Oh, yeah. I mean, if my channel is going to be a safe space, I want it to be a safe space of truly open conversation and differing viewpoints and opinions. And again, everyone's welcome to share their opinion in a respectful manner, but just realize myself and or the chat may disagree with you, and a conversation could be had. Hammy, hold on. Wait, let me get your comment. Oh my god, thank you, Southern Belle, I appreciate that. Ham and Bean says our quote unquote marriage is more real than Sala and Chantel's fucking dead, dude. I started calling Hammy my YouTube's husbands because I knew him from a prior community. And so when he showed up in my spoopy streams, I was like, oh my God. And then if I wouldn't know something, he would like run and go get the facts and like post it. And it's like an inside joke, but Hammy is a good friend who I love and adore and appreciate. Yeah, I agree with that. It's Derek K. I love you guys. But yeah, and I appreciate that everybody here knows like you can come and talk. And I've had people come in and throw up French fries, and it's like, okay, if you're saying you support FFG, that's fine. You're welcome in. Like, I don't know. Like, are you trying to bait me or make the cornball? Listen, there will be no corn slander in this chat. I know there's a lot of poop talk. No corn slander. My dearest Mick gifted 5 memberships. Senator Amidala, Thaddeus K, the Meepstis. Oh, I've the Meepstis. I know you from Twitter. Debbie, Kira Slater. Is that all of them? Did I miss any? No, I guess that's all of them. Debbie, Kira Slater. Yeah, welcome to memberships. And thank you, Mick. I appreciate you very, very much. Yeah, no corn slander allowed. I love the corn support in this chat. 10 out of 10. So all of that happened, right, with Sala and Chantal. And listen, we all knew she was going to go back to him. Look at how often she went back to Natter after all of that toxicity and stuff, which she loved. It was exciting. She loved it because Chantal gets bored very easily. And whether legit or not, it is Chantal's marriage. Lynn the Cinnabon, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Shit on everyone in the chat. Oh. Hammy asks, my question is, did Sala know that it was Kybella or did she use a different name? I believe that he knew it was her. As far as I know. Cam Nyan, welcome in. Taylor Vaughn, the true queen of Gore World. Always has been, always will be. So all that happened, which we weren't surprised, like, and the most interesting part, listen, the poop, the fantasies, think what you want, whatever. What I found most interesting was Chantal saying, whatever, it wasn't working out. A lot of things weren't working out. Those were the 2 sentences out of all of that I found interesting. Because, well, yeah, like, we can tell it's very like put on. It's very for the camera. You can tell when 2 people are in love and they're attracted to each other. And there's that spark. There's that something there. You can see them look at each other from across the room and you're like, oh, you two are, oh, okay. It's not there with them. It never has been. At the most, I think they're good friends and roommates. But that spark, that je ne sais quoi, if you will, is not there. And we all know this. She can protest otherwise. Girl, it's obvious. So with that happening, Chantel was understandably probably already on edge. To which FFG thought it prudent. Let's trigger her. Hey, Daniel Bashner, how you doing? Good to see you. And that's exactly, in my opinion, what she did. I have her stream pulled up. And I got a lot to fucking say about this. I will not be playing her intro song that she owns. She said if anyone plays that, she'll strike, which I don't mind skipping over that because but as she stated, her and all of her content's open to fair use because it'd be quite hypocritical for her to strike me or anybody else. So well, here, hold on, let me get this. Salva says Chantel triggered herself. Mayhaps, perhaps. FFG already knew she was in a state. And I think she did this purposely. She wants to say I waited and plotted. No, ma'am. FFG certainly fucking did. Hey, Kat. Okay, Daniel. I'll be sure. I always read everything out because I know the text can be small. So if I put anything on screen, I will be reading it out in a clear and concise manner. Because I always do that. Because there's a lot of times I'm not looking at my phone. So I've got FFG pulled up. We're at about the 10-minute mark. Because this is where it got interesting. Okay. Are we ready? Let me know how everything sounds. Here we go.
Over the year. Should I not go? I haven't been in ages now. But I shouldn't be allowed to go what? Because you're back in cornhole? Yo, fuck off. She thinks she has this big revolution. Imagine being so fucking obsessed with something.
Yes, I'm pausing right away. Because this brings up a conversation with somebody I had on Twitter. That what? FFG's been going to Cornwall to get weed for, I don't know, I guess a year or so. Because she likes it better, whatever the reason. Right? And Tasha's video is going to play into this that I'll play here after we get through a little bit of this. Here's the fucking thing. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. FFG could have gone to Cornwall to pick up her weed and her Taco Bell and her whatever. Absolutely. Yeah, she's free to do that. Even knowing Chantal was, 99% chance she was in Cornwall. However, it was not necessary for her, one, to inquire to ask any of the employees at this dispensary, hey, do you know her? And second, to make, which she has since changed, to make a whole ass thumbnail with the storefront of said dispensary in the thumbnail and the title of the stream, which I'm going to make a very concise comment on this whole haram thing FFG likes to bring up. Those were not necessary. You want to go up there and get your weed, whether Chantel's in town or not? Absolutely. She's free to do what she wants. It's the asking about Chantal, making a stream. She's basically making her own content. The whole thing about reacting to low cows is We're supposed to sit there and react to what they put online. There's not supposed to be interaction. This is in the same vein of Hog going into the fucking attic. This is some shit stirring, line crossing, boundary blasting bullshit. She could have gone, got her fucking weed and her Taco Bell, drove her ass home, and nobody would have been the wiser. But doing this gave her content. It riled up her chat. It sent the super chats flowing in. And most importantly, it triggered Chantel. And I'm sorry, good for Chantel. Hey, Snarky. Good for Chantel for preempting FFG and going live like an hour before she did. Good for her.
Somebody and have no life. Like, this is no life, no man energy completely. Coming to my hometown to go to dispensaries or find out, interrogate dispensaries.
That's ridiculous. Interrogate this casual question. Hey, yes or no? Like, they could have said no. I'd have been like, hey, still gone in and bought my shit, got in the car and got back to Montreal. Interrogation. Yes. I pulled a lamp out of my pocket and I'm like, do you know this woman? Held the light into their face. Come on, man. Loving it.
What she's doing right there is she is minimizing. She is minimizing her actions. Right? You know, again, whole thumbnail, whole stream. Oh, I got confirmation. She's been, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We all knew she was getting high in Thailand. Oh, I was in the rain and that's why my eyes are glassy. No shit, Sherlock. We all knew she was going to get off the plane, get to Cornwall, and she was going to get weed in that order. There was that one video she did in her car where she's like, oh, I've got toothpaste mouth. And Chantel denies it. She was going up or coming down. Eyes were glassy. Mouth was a little cotton mouthy. Like, she's minimizing. So it was this big scoop. It was this big tea, even on Twitter. Oh, I've got tea. I've got tea. I've got tea. But now she wants to minimize it. Oh, it was I just went to go get my weed like I always do, and I just happened to ask this guy a question, which I've got Tasha's video and I was sent a screenshot from Kiwi Farms.
And caring. Thank you for the super chat. I love it. Thank you so much, girl.
To see if I'm smoking weed. Imagine. So yes, I do smoke. All right. I get weed products in Thailand and Canada where it's legal. I will smoke weed.
Oh, you don't say, because we were saying that while you were in Thailand and you just, no. You would not stop denying it, but we knew it then too. And we know it now too.
Well, because look.
Thank you for confirming what everybody already knew.
Yeah. Here, let me get to chat. Well, yeah, because then she gets this backlash. Oh, yeah. No, Chatty Charlie, no worries. There's no judgment here. There's no judgment here that you sent her a super chat. Don't worry about it. You're good. And congratulations. Congratulations on being a grandma. That's so exciting. I hope everything goes well and everyone is happy and healthy. Please keep us updated if you so choose. But privacy is important. So Salva says, we can all know she was on drugs in Thailand, but she denied it over and over again until her recent range and then confirmed everything. That's why it was so funny. Let me get back down. Yeah. I mean, is there an aspect of humor in this? I'm sure there is. I'm not seeing it right now. I may in the future, but right now I'm not seeing it. It's weird. Like, taking out the points I'm making and the things that are bothering me about, like, why was this even a thing? You know, and somebody on Twitter kind of came at me and was like, you know, this big long thing. Oh, so Frenchie can't go there to get her weed that she's been doing, and but Chantal can go to Montreal and get food and it's fine, and why is one okay and not the other? And I knew I was just going to go around with this person, and I have a strict no arguing with people on the internet, particularly Twitter policy. I'll talk, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. And I was like, okay, legit question, not arguing. Why did she have to do this? Couldn't she have just gone and gotten her weed and come back home? Why this whole thing about, oh, I asked and they confirmed it. Da, 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 da. Why was that necessary? And the person's response was, I will say cordial, was, they were respectful in the response, but they did not answer that question. It was more of it was a non-answer to my question, but they couldn't answer my question of, okay, then why was this necessary? Why couldn't she just have gone and got it? And yes, exactly, Diff. And we all know Frenchie gets that shit delivered. She's gotten weed deliveries midstream. She made it a point to do this, and she can downplay it and twist it and straw man argument, which she's going to continue to do. Because I think, I don't know, call me crazy. Maybe she was picking up a vibe
I cannot believe she just said that. What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm blown away by that. Way to tell on yourself. What the hell is wrong with you? No one's thinking about Thailand anymore. That's in the past. Why would she say that? She's lost her shit. Fairy Elephant, thank you for the super chat.
I'm still struggling with giving it up fully. And if I say no, when people ask me, or I'm avoiding.
Hold on, Andy, I want to get to your question. Oh, I'd like to know everybody's thoughts on this. Would not have asking made it better? Would the video alone have been okay? If she honestly just went, picked it up, and came back, yeah, because then there wouldn't be this whole aspect, this whole spectacle. Again, this is well, let me make my own comment. Let me trigger Chantal and give myself some comments, some content, and but I'm curious to know everyone's thoughts. And again, we're gonna watch Pew Pew Tasha's video about Frenchie's comment. Oh, remember I said I was gonna go there and stand in the parking lot and spin around? We're gonna get to all of this. Damn it, Amber. Oh, well, thank you for listening in the background. Sunflowers are taller than lilies, aka April, I believe. How you doing, girl? But yeah, I'd like to know yeah, I'm interested to know everyone's thoughts on Andy's question. I think that's a very good question, Andy. Thank you.
Avoidant, it's on purpose because it's none of your fucking business. So to make it your business on purpose is pathetic. If that's what you've resorted to content, oh my God. This is why I don't want to come back here, because this bitch needs a restraining order. She's fucking crazy. She's insane. She's a lunatic. How do you think that's content? We're going to interrogate this person's life over and over.
Interrogate. She's insane. Listen, if it's a custody thing, you can have all of the rest of Cornwall. I don't care. Okay. I get the Taco Bell and I get the dispensaries. Fuck the rest. The rest is not my business. But you don't get to just come back after a year and something and lay claim, piss all over everything. You don't even like Cornwall. That's some bullshit. Dispensaries and Taco Bell are mine. Okay.
But yet we know Chantal is going to the dispensary. She tells Chantal, you don't get to lay claim, and then immediately lays claim to the dispensaries and Taco Bell. But
Georgie, thank you for the super chat.
I want to address something. And two, so Salva says, at Ham and Beans, who says cow tipping is never okay? Should BBJ have been put down then? There's a lot of people that are glad BBJ is alive. But we disagree. It makes us uncomfortable how the cat was acquired. And that one action does not and will never excuse everything else. There is context to this. And I'll say it again. I don't want to hear about the cat. I don't want to hear about that fucking cat. I really don't want to hear about that cat. In the context of, oh, but BJ. Really? Can we get past that? So it's like, all I hear is because Frenchie saved BBJ, that gives her a free fucking pass to do whatever. There is context to this. There is a pattern of consistent behavior of FFG. Poke, again, poke. Whatever you're poking eventually is going to turn around and give you a response. Case in point with Chantal. I'm glad BBJ is alive. My understanding is it's a question of who she lives with, who she has lived with. I've been told things that confirm she lives with Frenchie. I cannot prove it. I cannot provide receipts. As long as the cat's okay, cool. The cat does not excuse this behavior, which I say with my whole chest is unacceptable. Period. Thank you for the super chat, Hammer Beans. Hammy says saving BBJ is like Dan Crenshaw being a combat vet. Sure, one thing was great, but that doesn't get to be used as a shield to excuse nonsense forever. Yeah. Hey, Vintage Gamer Girl. Hey, Fit and Curvy. You got gifted a membership. It was either Ham and Beans or Mick the Cornball. Welcome. Enjoy your members on your member emojis. Yep. Well, and this is what a lot of people are asking, Gigi. Gigi asks, why can't FFG get her weed in Montreal? Why Cornwall? If she didn't know she couldn't run into Chantal, she'd never visit Cornwall. Yeah. Welcome in, pause chat. Yep. All right. Again, I've got Tasha's video. I've got, I'll pull up my Discord. There's a screenshot in there someone sent me as the stream was starting. I kind of looked over it.
If they smoke weed or not. Bitch, you're not a Muslim. You're a fat, miserable piece of shit who has no life. And you have no right to tell another person, Muslim or not, if they're a good Muslim just because they smoke weed. So suck it and rotate on it. It's the only fucking action you're going to get. So yes.
So she does more chachem to prove how chachem she is.
I hate that.
Suck it.
Okay. First off, I hate the way she fucking says that. Second off, when Chantal first converted to Islam, and we all know the big uproar and all this, I had several in-depth conversations with some amazing people who are Muslim. And I asked them straight out, like, what do you think? Every single one of them gave me the same answer. That is not for me to judge. That is between Chantal and Allah as a Muslim. It rubs me the wrong way that Frenchie sits here and is like, that's haram. And the way she says it just fucking irritates me, but that's a nitpicky point. The fact that she's like, blah, 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 that's not for any of us to judge. In accordance with Islam, that I've been told, that's not for her or me or anyone to judge. Chantal has to answer to Allah for that. Period.
And rotate on it. She says to me in a fucking hijab, wild, while holding up her weed bag. What the fuck?
I have some plant products here. Jealous? And so, by the way, if you're watching the fucking bitch from One Plant, you're a friggin' bitch too. Because I remember going in and she's like, "Are you a YouTuber?" Another one that looks like Slimer. And I'm like, "Crystal, let's be. Thank you. Rebees."
I don't know who the fuck she's talking about, but I'm assuming this might be around where she's gonna dox her. Let's just skip ahead, just for I don't want to hear the
Yes.
dox. That's not fair.
Thank you for skipping ahead, Frenchie. Thank you.
Literally was not a woman.
And the link to this video is in my chat or in my description. Everyone's is. So
Like every day for hours about my life, about whether she's doing a whole live stream about whether or not I smoke weed. So who's raging? Keep your $2 and give it to her. Thank you. God, it's so stupid. Like, what the fuck? This is the last stupid shit I'm addressing because once I'm gone, you're all gonna have fuck all, and I can't wait. I can't wait for you to be out of my life, out of my country. Like I'm gone. See?
No, you're out of my country. Bye-bye. It doesn't matter. We all waited so long for a fucking return to Canada. It's been some bullshit.
that fucking laugh. And why? Why is it bullshit? Because she didn't do what they all wanted her to do. She's not staying as long as they want her to stay. Like, I don't understand that. Like her or not. And understand, I'm not becoming a Chantal fan, a Chantal apologist. I will be reacting to her in the future. She's still worthy of criticism. But this, I don't fucking blame Chantal for doing what she did and reacting this way. I think Chantal, for once, actually had a very appropriate reaction. How would any of us feel if some person from the internet, you found out they purposely, for whatever fucking reason, came to your area? In Cornwall is very small. They have one Starbucks. That tells me that place is tiny because y'all know there's a Starbucks on every fucking corner. I try to put myself in that position of how would I feel? And I would feel very uneasy, especially again, there is context here. The way Frenchie, in my opinion, is trying to downplay this, like, oh, it was so innocent. It wasn't a big deal. Then why did you make it a big deal? Then why not just mention it in your normal reaction stream? Why make a thumbnail and a title? Again, which she has since changed. And granted, Chantal has changed her title too, to downplay it. If that was me and I knew Chantal was in Cornwall, I would have got my shit delivered. Or guess what? Frenchie could have got her ass in her car, again, driven, picked up her shit, grabbed her Taco Bell, drove home, and that had to fucking announce it. This is purposeful. There is intent here. And this, again, isn't the first fucking time she's gone out of her way to interact, be near, possibly run into, whatever you want to call it.
Emphasis on the shit, girl, okay? It is what it is. This rage is fun. The poop thing's been fun. But besides that, it has sucked. Lori, thank you for the super chat.
You, and I don't have to come back ever this time. I don't have to travel. I don't have to do anything. So that's it. I'm gone forever. God made butts, so fuck them. Yeah, ready to repeat. Exactly. It's insane to check dispensaries. Her fuck. She thinks she has a one-up. It makes you look crazy. How are you one-upping me when you look like a psycho? The bud tender confirmed. Foodie Beauty's been smoking hot on. You're not even Muslim. You're Islamophobic. You're a fat, wasteless. You're a waste of oxygen. You're a dog killer, and you're a piece of shit. So you need to get the fuck out of my life.
I really wish Chantal would not call Frenchie a dog killer. Frenchie did not kill her dogs. I will say, I have no doubt Frenchie did everything she could for her dogs, and my heart was broken for her when she lost both of her dogs so close together. I really wish Chantal would stop saying that. The religious things back and forth, and like Chantal uses a word that starts with a G to describe Frenchie. Don't use that word. Like, stop it. Stop that. They want to call each other a bitch or stupid or whatever. Stop with all that other stuff. It's unnecessary. It's icky. It's rude. It's not okay. Both of them. Because I've said it before. I'll say it again. They're just dirt. Oh, they're both throwing turds at each other. It's okay, I have to make this joke. It's a shit fight, and I'm sure no one's gonna enjoy it more than Sala. I'm sorry I had to.
life before I do put a restraining order on your flat, stupid SpongeBob ass, bitch, okay?
Wow, that was a lot of words. She's really, really mad.
Well, that's what
She's
you want.
big mad. Oh,
That's what you wanted. That was the whole point of doing this, though. Oh my god. This was the whole point of this. This was the whole point of her going there to get her weed, announcing it. Oh, I talked. Oh, it's confirmed. Haram, haram, haram. This was the goal. You achieved your goal. But then she wants to sit here and be like, "Oh, you're mad." Oh, and then she at one point farther down the line, I don't know if we'll watch that far. It's she basically is like, they're like, "Oh, Chantal didn't react right." Well, then why did you respond? Then why did you confirm it? Well, Jesus Christ. What choice did Chantal have? It's like no matter what she does, it's like fucking back off. It's the obsession. This is fucking obsession. A lot of people are throwing around this term stalker and whatnot. Maybe, maybe not. I'm 50-50 on it. Obsessive, absolutely. This is not okay.
Chantal, all you have to do is come out and be like, "No, I don't smoke weed." Just keep lying. It wouldn't have been that deep. Maybe the random employees have someone else. You know what I mean? They could have been
Stop
mistaken.
That laugh right there tells you, no, she knows. She fucking knows. And my understanding, I could be wrong. My understanding is that the woman who works at the dispensary that Chantal mentions is the same person that Frenchie was gonna do a stream with one day. And it just so happened she scheduled it the same day and time I did my stream with Chef Mike, who that never happened. But if you want to know when that was supposed to be, it was 1 p.m. on the Sunday I did my stream with Chef Maiku, because we talked about it in depth in the green room before we went live, and he even was like, should we reschedule? And I said, no, fuck that. The stream is scheduled. It's been scheduled. People will find it when they're supposed to. Like, I don't worry about that stuff. I just go live and do my thing. Let me look at your all right.
You are psychotic.
I would.
Thank you. Stay away from me. No, she's a stalker, like legit. Yeah, Tracy.
Oh.
FF Goblin. Like, what the
Call me Islamophobic again, you fucking anti-Semite bitch.
fuck?
Jesus.
I'm glad you're smoking weed. Yeah. And, no, I don't want to tell anybody I'm smoking weed, because like it's no one's business, really.
They both need to stop. Again, with the name calling back and forth on the religious aspect. Stop it. Both of you stop it. It's not a nice word. She likes to refer to Frenchie as, again, it starts with a G. I'm not going to say it. I don't agree. Those are turds they throw at each other. I don't agree with it either way. Back and forth. And again, reacting to somebody online, but keeping it online is one thing. And we can sit here and debate the specifics of it. Again, there is context here. There is a pattern of behavior from Frenchie. Consistently crossing the line and going IRL. The one thing I'm like 50-50 on, and then I'm like, is the fashion show. That was a public event. That was publicly advertised. That Chantal repeatedly for weeks before told everyone about, and Frenchie went. That is the one exception. Because if Chantal didn't want anyone to show up, she should have just vlogged about it and posted about it afterwards. That is, I'm like 60-40 on that. I'm like 60%, yeah, okay, whatever, and 40%, it's still kind of like, you know, again, there's context here.
Well, you didn't really have to tell anyone. We've all just assumed that you have been smoking weed because we can tell when you're high, and we were right. And now you didn't even have to address any of this. You could have just kept going, but you can't because you can't control yourself. And it all goes back to the BBJ thing.
See
It's
this.
at the baseline for when she's lying and stuff. She was lying. She gets called out on her lies. She has to come out in a rage. If she were telling the truth, she would let it go right over.
As opposed to just blocking everybody. As opposed to trying to silence people and paint them in a light that is so completely inaccurate. Right? And here's a question. What if, just perhaps, right, the better scenario, Chantal just is like, I'm done with YouTube, I'm not posting anymore, which we know won't happen, but just humor me, right? And then there's the other scenario where unfortunately her health finally takes its toll on here and she is no longer physically present to stream. What's Frenchie gonna do then? People only watch her for Chantal, and they watch her because she admittedly hates Chantal and does shit like this and goes off on her and says horrible, vile things. And people love it and encourage it because they may have disliked Chantal, and I think a lot of people now hate Chantal because, again, the creator sets the tone, and you're gonna attract people that match with the energy you're putting out for the most part, you know? What is she gonna do? Which is another reason I personally refuse to build my channel on any one person or topic.
Over her shoulder. No big deal.
Good night, Oz. I love you.
Thank you for the super chat, girl.
What I do in my personal life is not your business. So to go digging for it, really? Like, oh my God, you want, never mind. It's so pathetic. So here you go. Here you go. And no, I don't have wheelchairs. Look at this.
No, of course she doesn't have wheelchairs. They don't sell wheelchairs from the man. The wheelchairs was from the gray area shops that she used to get her stuff from. If she's going to the actual place, like dispensaries, no, there's no wheelchairs.
Pause, champ.
Big deal. Okay, we know. So, who the fuck cares? What difference does it make? Oh, it doesn't count if it's like a 10 milligram? That's not chacham. Oh, okay. She's making her rule.
Chantal didn't say that. Good for Chantal. Good for Chantal for coming on and saying, yeah, I didn't want to talk about this. I didn't want to admit it. But yes, I am smoking weed. I got high here. I got high when I was in Thailand. It's legal in both places. Finally, what everyone's always complaining, Chantal lies or exaggerates or omits or downplays. Geez, just like somebody else, right? But here she is coming live and is like, yeah, yep, sure have been smoking the weeds. And it's still not the quote unquote right thing. It's not the right reaction. And it's, oh, ha, 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 look, she's so mad. Yeah. Because for everybody that missed the fucking point, Chantal's pissed because Frenchie went to her hometown, asked about her, got the scoop, and is doing a stream about it. That's kind of a fucking invasion of privacy in a way, if you ask me. You can disagree with me, and I know people will, and that's fine. this was done purposely. Like I said, Frenchie could have just had this shit delivered as she had before. She could have gone and got it and went the fuck home. But no, she had to do all this extra shit.
Well, there, it's only chacham if it's like above 50 milligrams or something.
Oh my God.
Okay. MB, thank you for the super chat.
I have gummies, but they're not like high. I don't need the high ones. This is the first time buying them there, actually. You know what? You know what? FF Goblin, they can look up my entire purchase history.
Stop using that word, Chantal. Fucking stop it. I will defend FFG on this point. That word is fucked. It's inappropriate. Stop using it.
If you want. I've been there a couple times. I have some sativa. Yeah, it's legal here. So.
Wow. A couple of times. Okay. Way to go. Keep telling on yourself.
You're not God. You're not the morality police. You're just a piece of shit on the internet. Exactly. And like, I don't know where you come off. Like, get a life. So I just thought I would come on here. No, it wasn't Cottonmouth. That was actually toothpaste pasties. So.
No, that was Cottonmouth. And you could tell her eyes were glassy, her mouth. Listen, we all watched Chantal for what, the better part of a year and a half get high as balls on the wheelchairs. Sometimes it'd be snowing in Canada, if you know what I mean. And God knows what else. We know when Chantal is high, and she knows we know when she's high. That was not toothpaste mouth. That's not how that works. Toothpaste and all of that stimulates your salivary glands. And if that was the case, girl, you need to see a dentist anyway, because you got some issues, mama.
I usually just do it like in the evening, whatever, you know? So I don't even really get pasties anymore when I smoke at all, really. So.
Sure. Where's your Scatman Pundu? Thank you for the super chat. It's something else. Say something, damn.
Oh, yeah, I'm just coming on here to say womp womp for your stupid fucking live stream because no one gives a shit. Like, you're the only psychotic person, you and your dumb audience with no fucking brain cells, who give a shit if someone smokes weed. Like, really, who cares? So I'm here to admit it, and I don't care if you, like, whatever. What am I going to care? You're not God. Like, who's going to judge me? Oh, no, FF Goblin is judging me on morality.
Anti-Semite. Okay, no, it's no big deal. No.
Yeah, stop using that fucking word, Chantal. God damn, can we stop?
No one gives a damn. Girl, as you're talking about weed, I'm sitting here openly having my own, okay? No one gives a damn if you're smoking. The point is, when your audience asked you about it, because it was clear as all hell that you were high as balls, no. You just keep lying to the audience, and then you out.
So Chantal is obligated when her audience or whomever asks her a question she doesn't want to answer or be truthful with, to be truthful and talk about things she may not want to talk about or admit to things she may not be ready to admit to. But the same doesn't go for FFG. Because I'll say again, when all the shit went down with the band and her intro song, which was a banging intro song and a great intro, and all that shit went down, she couldn't use the music and like all that stuff, didn't tag her, didn't hashtag her. Yet she knew I tweeted out with my opinion to her response being like a little, oof, calm down, girl, and figure out what happened, basically. Blocked. So Chantal's supposed to be honest and, I don't know, listen and act accordingly. But then that one's running around on the Twitters, blocking everyone and their fucking mother, creating her little echo chamber she so loves to criticize Chantal about. Okay, girl. Okay, just okay.
Yourself in such a spectacular way like this. That's on you. Pixie, thank you for the super chat.
Please. She's psycho, Tracy. High energy egg. Like, you think these same people will sit there for fucking hours, like, analyzing an 8-minute video on nothing? she'll get mad because there's not enough snow on the ground. You need psychological help, not me. You're the fucking psycho, not me. Like, I'm not stalking people going to dispensaries or asking, yeah, has this YouTuber been in your dispensary? Because she's Muslim. Like, who the fuck are you?
What the fuck? Okay, guilty conscience is coming through right there, eh? Yes, that's right. I asked some rando, hello, have you seen this woman here? Because she's Muslim. What? Why the fuck would? What's the matter with you? Guilty conscience.
I don't think that's a guilty conscience coming through. I doubt FFG, let's be honest, I highly doubt FFG mentioned anything about her being Muslim and just wanted to know if she'd been in there or not, which again is inappropriate. And FFG comments on like, oh, it's the Cornt mindset, which she really puts down Cornwall a lot, which if I was her friend that lived there, I'd be quite offended, but I digress. Hey, the Gertz Fiend, how you doing? Hey, Gata, Holly and Hell, welcome in. I lost my train of thought. I don't think it's a guilty conscience, but you know, again, it's this downplaying of what actually happened, her doing it like, oh, it wasn't a big deal and whatever, and yeah, okay, nope. Dare I say, perhaps FFG picked up on like, oh, maybe I did cross a line here, but she doesn't care. Even if she realizes, she'll never admit it, and she doesn't give two shits. So, because FFG can literally do whatever she wants, and it's fine, right?
Yes, thank you for the super sticker.
You're nothing. Oh my god, me. They're freaking retarded. I can't stand them.
Wow.
What up, Tater?
Wow, you're just showing your entire fucking ass tonight, eh? Okay. So far, we have anti-Semitic and ableist in the same stream. The R word so casually in her hijab with her bag of weed. Incredible. Wow. I love when the real Chantal comes out. Huh? When she gets so mad that like the real asshole comes out. This is her. This is Chantal. Well done. Jesus Christ, man. She's batshit crazy.
You're both batshit crazy. And yeah, no shit, Sherlock. We've been watching this woman unfiltered, uncensored for how long? Live stream era started what? Lockdown 2020-ish? Yeah. This is not a fucking revelation. Oh my god. Yeah. So we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna put it up to 1.25. Just because I think there's a couple more things that I want to comment on. And then we're gonna look at a screenshot from Kiwi Farms. Shout out Kiwi Farms. And I'm just gonna put up vintage camera girls comment and let that marinate there. You know, whatever.
Ay. Nima Poopy number 3. Thank you again for the super chat. Oh yeah, big mad. Ragey. She is super fucking ragey.
Oh, Nicole White, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, come on, StreamYards. Nicole White says, and all this criticism from former stans FFG. Yep. Yep. Rad Platt says everyone sucks. We all use bad language. Yeah, but I think intent matters. I think the intent matters. So hey, Olap, my my fallen sister. How are you? Me and Olap are Jedi's, bitches.
There she goes. There with her hijab on. Pious Miriam. Who knows? Check off your bingo card. Who had any of this shit on their bingo card? Damn, y'all have some wild bingo cards if you're crossing things off with this. Chatty Charlie, thank you for the super chat. You're gonna be a grandma. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Like, seriously. I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life seen people so demented. Like, I can't get over that. Teardrop, I miss you. Hi. Why should her mom care? Why would my mom care? Like, I'm 40 years old. 40, not 4, not 14. I'm 40. Like, my mom can't tell me what to do anymore. I can smoke weed if I want. It's fucking legal here. Hello? I don't smoke weed at my mom's place. You don't know where I smoke weed, so don't worry about it. And I'm allowed to smoke outside if I want to. Yeah.
That was a very weird thing to add. What's she getting all pissy about her mother for? Did they fight about the weed or something?
No, it wasn't a weird thing to add. Why is that weird? She's like, I'm 40. I can smoke where I want. I don't smoke at my mom's house. I smoke outside. I do suspect Chantal did smoke up in her car or, edibles. When she made that one video about the toothpaste mouth, and it's pretty fucking obvious that cotton mouth she had and her eyes were glassy. Not a fan of her being in her car because that denotes she may have been driving around, which is not fucking safe. Again, this is the definition of a shit show. Just turds being flung back and forth. Wow. Amazing.
This is, I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Why are you yelling about your mother? I'm 40. Okay, calm the fuck down, toddler. My God. They must have had a fight about the weed in the house or something like that. This feels weird. Bailey, thank you for the super chat.
Like, she has a porch, and I haven't stayed with my mom's the whole time, so no. Hi, Kelly. I'm telling on you. Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm going to call Gorlick's mom and tell on him. He's using the internet. They also track someone who went to high school with you and that doesn't remember you, and they're going to show her what you do just to make fun of how you. Please, I would be more embarrassed to be her. Like, imagine doing that. Like, imagine.
Yeah, we decided not to do that. I mentioned that ages ago. Nah, that's why it hasn't been done at all this time. Yeah. Ellism, thank you for the super chat, girl.
The way she says that, I don't like, because it's like, nah, I decided. It's like she's doing her a favor. I want. Hold on. I want to hear that again.
Yelling about your mother. I'm 40. Okay, calm the fuck down, toddler. My God. They must have had a fight about the weed in the house or something like that. This feels weird. Bailey, thank you for the super chat.
Like, she has a porch, and I haven't stayed with my mom's the whole time, so no. Hi, Kelly. I'm telling on you. Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm going to call Gorlick's mom and tell on him. He's using the internet. They also track someone who went to high school with you and that doesn't remember you, and they're going to show her what you do just to make fun of how you. Please, I would be more embarrassed to be her. Like, imagine doing that. Like, imagine.
Yeah, we decided not to do that. I mentioned that ages ago. Nah, that's why it hasn't been done at all this time. Yeah.
So she's referring to the friend from high school or her mom. I'm confused. Help me out in the chat. Who's she referring? Jesus Christ. I can't fucking. Oh.
Ellism, thank you for the super chat, girl.
And doing that. And it's probably not even true. And the person doesn't even remember me. So what?
Hey, Donna Morte. Good to see you. Oh, is she talking about her and Shannon were going to interview the high school friend? And Shannon backed out, so that's why it's never happened. And Donna Morte, I know who you are, and I trust what you say, because I got you, girl. I got you, Miss Mama. Okay, friend from high school. I think that friend from high school worked at the dispensary and is the one who ratted out Chantal. Can we go back like a minute? Yeah. Or did I go back a minute? There's a delay, so. Yeah, we'll go back a little bit one more time. Sorry, guys.
Crossing things off with this. Chatty Charlie, thank you for the super chat. You're going to be a grandma. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Like, seriously. I've never, ever, ever, ever in my life seen people so demented. Like, I can't get over that. Teardrop, I miss you. Hi. Why should her mom care? Why would my mom care? Like, I'm 40 years old. 40, not 4, not 14. I'm 40. Like, my mom can't tell me what to do anymore. I can smoke weed if I want. It's fucking legal here. Hello? I don't smoke weed at my mom's place. You don't know where I smoke weed, so don't worry about it. And I'm allowed to smoke outside if I want to. Yeah.
That was a very weird thing to add. What's she getting all pissy about her mother for? Did they?
If, who's in here? Sarah K, if you would like to grab a hey Janine Morrison, if you would like to grab a link, that Amber chick, how you doing? If you would like to grab a link, Sarah, I think you're admin moderator. You should be able to grab a link to the Discord and she'll drop it in chat. My Discord's fun. It's awesome. It's amazing. We have a lot of conversations. I'll hop on and do voice chats every now and then. Ideas of food, all kinds of stuff. Feel free to join. It is public. Again, same rule applies here. Please be respectful. And try to have like a similar profile picture or a similar or same name in the Discord. Like Kitty Boo Boo Fuck does not equal Bob. That's all. Just kind of so like we know who you are, like you're this person on YouTube. It's just it stops a lot of confusion.
Fight about the weed or something?
Thank you, Sarah.
This is, I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Why are you yelling about your mother? I'm 40. Okay, calm the fuck down, toddler. My God. They must have had a fight about the weed in the house or something like that. This feels weird.
Maybe they did.
Thank you for the super chat.
Like, she has a porch, and I haven't stayed with my mom's the whole time, so no. Hi, Kelly. I'm telling on you. Yeah, really. Anyway, I'm going to call Gorlick's mom and tell on him.
It should, Nicole. Why? I'm not sure. I've never been asked that question. I'm not sure how that works, but if you want to go ahead and join, it's not like a super big deal. Like if you join and your name is whatever, like you're not immediately going to be like kicked or banned or whatever. Like it's, like eventually, like, within a week or so. And it's just so like everybody knows who everybody is. It's like, oh, because like you go into chats and you see people and you like them and whatever. And it's all like, you guys know what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm not being very descriptive.
He's using the internet. They also track someone who went to high school with you and that doesn't remember you, and they're going to show her what you do just to make fun of how you. Please, I would be more embarrassed to be her. Like, imagine doing that. Like, imagine.
Yeah, we decided not to do that. I mentioned that ages ago. Nah, that's why it hasn't been done at all this time. Yeah. Ellism, thank you for the super chat, girl.
And doing that, and it's probably not even true, and the person doesn't even remember me. So what? Now they're going to watch me. Thank you for the extra viewer. Thanks. That's what I've come to realize. Like, I don't care if you do this. I'm just pointing out how ridiculous you look. And honestly, thanks for the extra clout, because I was talking with like Pete and he said that he follows.
All right, that's about all I want to share this. Listen, Chantel's not wrong, and I don't totally disagree with her. Again, I think that was not okay. So let me. All right, so this isn't showing up very big, but I will read it out as I always do. Oh, Nicole, why? Nicole, I says, damn it, I'm the 57th. I need to join again after the 68th member. If you want to wait and like dip out, and then I'll let you know when 68 joins and you can rejoin, or just like we'll work on it, girl. I'll let you know. I'm down to make that happen. Oh, that's the kind of fuck shit I enjoy. So my friend, shout out, you know who you are, sent me this little screenshot from Kiwi Farms. Shout out Kiwi Farms. And I'm going to read this and then we're going to watch Tasha's video. So this says spoiler, breaking down, and no, I can't make it any bigger. I'm sorry. Breaking down why FFG is a liar. FFG makes it sound like, I can post this in my Discord under Papas Fritas. FFG makes it sound like only one person. Here, let me do that. Sorry. I'll post this in my Discord if you want to read along. Let me find, it'll be under Papas Fritas, which, yes, is what her thread is named. Like I said, my Discord is public. Or public. Should I call it public? Oh my God. Shout out if you know that reference. Ugh. Okay, FFG makes it sound like only one person works at one plant, which is the name of the dispensary. At approximately 4.45 of the same stream, the above is still is from FFG states in this order. Oh, is this the spinny video? 1. Saw a man outside washing the windows. 2. Spoke to him, showed Chantal's channel. 3. Asked man if he had served her. He says yes. FFG goes 4. FFG goes inside store. No mention of him following. 5. FFG buys her weed. No mention of him serving her. 6. FFG gets in her car and drives back to Montreal. FFG did not mention taking the video after her transaction, so one must assume it was taken before. FFG is a fatty and parked closer to one plant than any other store. I refuse to believe she went to any other store between taking the video and going into one plant. One would therefore conclude that she took this video prior to going inside. How interesting that there is no man out there washing the windows. There is zero evidence someone is preparing to wash them. There's no buckets, hose, cloths, or ladder. If the guy was the only person working there, all the stuff would be outside as by her retelling. FFG interrupted his washing of the windows. My interjection here, places like that usually have like a service come by and do it. And if he was going to be outside washing windows, there definitely had to be somebody inside. Because if you, wherever you live, if you've been to a dispensary, they like have to buzz you in to the area where all the weeds and products are at. You have to show your ID. Like I've been to the dispensary here. I'll go buy some like high CBD products to like help with my chronic pain. And you go in, there's the medicinal side, the recreational side. You have to show your ID. They scan it, and you have to be buzzed in to the other room. So there's more than one person working there. I highly doubt their security is any less, because think about it. Those places are high target for robbery. They work on a cash only basis, and they got all the weeds inside of it. So the one person will not be outside washing the fucking windows, at least during business hours. So I can see what this person is saying. I don't know which farmer posted this, but I get what they're saying. It's not like you just open the door and boom, you're in the dispensary. Like you have to get back to it. Security, you know? So in closing, this person says, FFG can say, quote, the man started washing windows just after I finished the video, end quote. No, he didn't. Stop lying, FFG. There was no man. You, FFG, to use your own words, got an innocent person doxxed. Chantal has a track record of this kind of behavior. The fake pearl clutching is cringe. Interesting viewpoint. Interesting thoughts. Yep, exactly, Nicole. Why you're in a vestibule and you have to show proper ID. Exactly. Yeah, or exactly. They would have had a third party come clean the windows. Usually in a shopping center like that, sometimes the individual stores are responsible for having their own windows cleaned. Most times, the owners slash management company of a shopping center like that will have a company under contract that comes and does it every so often. And I don't know that January in Canada is the time to be having that done with rain and snow, because it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, I'm sure they would forego most of the winter and wait until spring, you know? All right. Yes, exactly. Yep, you always have to show ID. Exactly. Recreational or medicinal. Yeah, there's an age requirement. I live in the state of Nevada where weed is legal. Wow. Weed is legal. And even though your burb's allergic to it, I have like such a bad reaction. I did vote for it to be legal because I believe in the weeds and how they really do help people. Like I have so many friends that are like, I'd rather smoke a bowl than take a fucking Xanax. And I'm like, hell yeah, like I'm all for it, man. Mac Burger. Just chats, few days an animal abuser, help a person, why is Tasha in her chats? Tasha is in chat, and if Tasha would like to answer that question, she can. I'm not going to answer for her. I see a lot of people in foodies chats. And again, you know, we keep it respectful here. Please keep that in mind. Yeah, exactly, vintage camera girl. Making it legal also means it can be studied further for medical use, which I am all for. She did answer you. Tasha says, Mac, I can be in anyone's chat. It means nothing. So there's your answer to that. Speaking of the pew Tasha, we are going to. Oh, I gotta pause it. I hate when it starts playing. Let me get back here. Yeah, exactly. Well said, Gata. Being in someone's chat does not mean endorsement. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Nicole White, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I hate how people keep bringing up a Canada US difference because of HIPAA. Now that weed is recreational in a decent amount of areas in the US. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what it's called in the US, HIPAA, and that's actually more for like insurance company purposes, but it's a lot of people think it's, like doctors just can't give out your personal medical information. And yes, while my understanding is Canada does not have that, there are parameters they have to talk in. And Frenchie tries playing it off like, oh, well, it's just that Cornwall mindset, because it's a small town and whatever. No, small town or not, those employees should have had training that they don't confirm anybody's there. They don't give out any personal information. I saw, was it on Twitter? Somebody was like, I work in a dispensary in Canada or US. It doesn't matter because they're selling the same thing. And they said, we are trained, we are told by their employer that if they see like a regular customer out in public, they're not even supposed to acknowledge them unless that person approaches them. Because if they go up to the person and they're like, hey, you haven't been in Dubai in a while, how you been? And that person's with their boss or their family and they don't know they're smoking or whatever, like it's a privacy thing, you know? Yeah, I know you got it covered, Creek and Diff and Sarah. Shout out to my fucking mods. Like, they're so awesome. All right, so we are going to, yes, I have a Rumble. I have a Z Rumble, and I want to, coming up, I'm going to figure out how to stream over there because there's things I can't talk about here on YouTube that I want to talk about over there, like more conspiracy theory type things, more like elite Illuminati, um, heavier subject type things. I can't really talk about here. Hater Tater says Cornwall first isn't a town, it's a city. Has about 47,000 people. FFG is trying to make it sound like everyone knows Foodie Booty and it's normal to ask about her. Yeah, she came. Oh, she was on Twitter. I got tea. Yes, I can still see your tweets, girl, even though you have me blocked. That's all I'm saying. And every once in a while, I only go check when like shit's going off. I really don't fucking care that much to check. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, she was like, I got tea. And then the way she downplayed it, in her stream and like, oh, it was such a casual thing and it wasn't a big deal. But our beloved Pew Pew Tasha and then I have a short from Billy Taft. Shout out Billy if you're listening. Thank you for tagging me in this. It's a little short of Yaba, and I find what she said, we'll say it's interesting. We'll watch it when we're done with this. So let me share my screen because that usually helps. So shout out to Tasha. The link to this video is in the description. If you haven't already, I highly recommend that you subscribe to her because she has a knack for catching shit like this.
She's on her way into the dispensary today, and there's an employee, a man, standing on the outside of the door, washing the windows. And I just, en passant, I open her channel and I just go, hey, by chance, do you know this person? It's Cornwall. It's a small place. And he goes, yeah, I've served her. And I go, okay. And I just walked in and I bought my shit and I went back to my car and I came back to Montreal.
But I'd like to point out, and her saying, yeah, I've served her. Did he, if that was the case and that is what happened, which I don't think it was, did he specify when? You know? Because if she went to high school and stuff in this town, did he maybe serve her when she was here last year, but not during this trip? Like, was a time frame specified?
I'll get you, bitch.
So, says description, foodie booties right by the dispensary again. What a coincidence. December 23rd, 2003. And 26,000 views. I take it this is from Frenchie's channel. See, you can tell how much I actually watch her, but as of late, because, you know.
Oh, yeah. You can also tell by what's out the window there, just beyond the cars. Just to the left, or no, to the right-hand side of the cars, there's a Starbucks also in that parking lot. And that's what it is. What a fucking moron. I don't want to say she's so dumb. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's like, prove it. We don't need to prove it. We understand what's going on. We don't need to prove it. We understand what's going on.
Stop being such a pussy, okay, pal? Fuck.
And then, yep, new title after she got heat. And that first screenshot was from Chantel's vlog when she was in the Shoppers Drug Mart. And that's when Frenchie's like, oh, I know that parking lot and did it. So this sitting there analyzing, this looking in the reflection of her sunglasses, like, you know, the level fucking detective work. Like, is it really fucking necessary? Where is she at? What is she doing? I can get in my car and drive there. Under the guise of, I'm just going to get the weeds. Like, context, intent, it fucking matters. And it's creepy. Stop it. Stop that shit. I'm glad Chantel is fucking getting her ass on a plane and going back to fucking Kuwait. This is crazy person behavior, girl.
She doxed some random worker, some random employee of a dispensary, allegedly, that she knows. Bruh, I have no idea who this person is. She literally, if it's correct, doxed an innocent person who I don't know. I do not know. Blood tender confirmed it was a man. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. She's such a dick. Chantal, don't do that. Don't do that, man. You are so stupid and such an ass for no fucking reason. Yeah.
But we all know how Chantal is. How many people have Chantal accidentally or purposely doxed? And I'm not saying either one is right. Here's the thing. Here's the gig. Here's the gag. Chantal would have had no reason to come live and go off and say that woman's name, which she should not have done regardless, if Frenchie wouldn't have triggered her, if Frenchie wouldn't have posted that stream, if Frenchie wouldn't have done what she did. Cause and effect. Both of them, back and forth, cause and effect. Again, throwing turds. If anyone needs to stop with the poop play, it ain't Sala. It's Frenchie and Chantal. Jesus fucking Christ. Both of you need to grow the fuck up.
Nothing. I didn't even know a woman still worked there. There was a woman who used to work there months ago, and I thought, quit. For real. Hasn't been there in months. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, but
I know.
But wait. So, hey, Ronnie's missing light switch. She says, it's not even doxing. You're just saying a random person's name. You're not correlating it to an online identity. It's not doxing. Well, true. Ashley Eaton, how you doing? So now, yeah, I didn't know a woman still worked there. Hasn't worked there in months. But isn't this the same friend from high school they were supposed to have on stream? So that tells me what? You exchange numbers or you're texting or, keeping in touch through something. Frenchie making more friends with more of Chantel's ex-friends or people she fucking knew, which is weird. It's not like she, naturally met this person through the course of normal activities in her everyday life. She knows Cornta's a small town, and I guarantee she went in there and was like, oh, do you know? It's fucking weird how she's like collecting pieces of Chantel's life. It's fucking weird. And Cornwall it's like an hour to an hour and a half away from Montreal, depending on exactly where Frenchie lives, which I don't even fucking know, and I don't fucking care. And I'm sure depending on traffic. This is girl.
Oh, you know. All right? And I know, you know.
another thing that we will definitely be doing soon. I just have to make it all time out because this is like a 3-person thing, and it's hard to get 3 people all together on the same day. But Shannon, the bud tender from the cornhole, and me doing a live stream together where
Oh, okay. So that is the same person. Hold on. I like this comment. Ronnie's missing light switch cover says, it's like saying Rita Rosenbaum works as a ski instructor in Wyoming. That's not doxing. Sorry for the rant. It's just annoying how FFG has once again used buzzwords to deflect from her behavior. No, I can see your point. And yeah, when stated that way, I'm sure myself and many of us agree with you. Some people might think it's doxing, some people may think it's not. But I think a lot of people would consider it doxing because in this community, that's all it takes is somebody's first and last government name. And they will find out everything about you up to and including what you had for lunch yesterday and when your last bowel movement was. We've seen it happen a million times. Wait, who? Who, me? Let's keep it respectful in the chat. And I'm going to try and clarify myself more. When I refer to Frenchie's community, I don't mean everyone in her community. There are those in her community that just watch. There are those in her community that don't agree with things she says and does. Look, there are people in her community I'm fucking hella cool with. 2 of them have been in my chat. And they know I genuinely love them, and we talk about all kinds of shit. So please understand, for me, I can only speak for myself. When I say FFG's community, I mean the people that are like cheering her on and like, yeah, like it's a certain group, a certain section of her community, not everybody. So I will do better on clarifying that. I'll say like the part of her community that condones and eggs her on and thinks she can do no wrong. Because not everybody feels that way. But not everybody is going to voice their disagreement. I understand that. And I also understand why you guys can't.
We show her Chantal because apparently they went to high school together, okay? And this woman does not remember Chantal. But I feel like it'll be one of those things where it's like, I don't remember her face or her name, but she'll remember that face. This was apparently the like popular girl in high school, okay? So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we pull up some of the absolute worst references of Chantal and we remind her of who she is with the most disgusting things she's ever done.
And that laugh. What does this woman fucking care? Okay. What if Chantel's going to be 38? I'm 5 years older than her. Chantel graduated in like what, 2000, 2001, say. I graduated in like 96. 45, 48, 38, or she's going to be 40. That's 5 years difference. Yeah, say like what, 99 to 2001, Chantel graduated. So you're looking at nearly like 23 years, just shy of a quarter fucking century. Do we think this woman, one, is going to remember? She might remember Chantel's face, but there's people I remember their face or their name, but can't remember what they look like. I can't, unless I was like close personal friends with them, I can't fucking tell you anything about fucking high school. I may vaguely remember like, oh, they were nice, or yeah, they seemed like they had problems and got into trouble a lot. I hope they're doing well, or like maybe this didn't happen because maybe this woman was like, I don't fucking care. Oh, but look, she's on the internet doing all these things. Did this woman fucking care? And why? This woman's just at work living her life. So I think it's safe to say, more than likely, Frenchie went into this dispensary. Again, pulled up Chantal. Do you know her? Or was talking and figured out they went to high school together. Who fucking knows with her weird obsessive shit? Why bother this woman? This woman's at work doing her job, living her life. Why bother her about fucking Chantal? And that right there tells you Frenchie is fucking obsessed.
It'll be a very, very fun stream, a very high stream. We just have to arrange it. So that's coming for sure, for sure. Yeah. She literally doxed an innocent person who has no fucking nothing to do with nothing. Let me tell you how I knew that she was going and buying the weed. Do you remember the other day? This is now going back over a week. And she had done a stream going into Shoppers Drug Mart, the pharmacy, and at the same time was talking about Starbucks. And I put two and two together and I said, hey, I know what shares a common parking lot between a Shoppers Drug Mart and a Starbucks. And remember, there's only one Starbucks in all of Corinth. So it kind of gave away the dispensary share, or there's a dispensary that shares the parking lot, right?
And from what I've seen, several people say there's more than one dispensary in Cornwall. I haven't looked it up, but I've seen several people say there's more than one dispensary in Cornwall. So why not go to the other dispensary? Especially if she knew Chantal was going to this one. Purposeful, intent, context. It matters. Like, shout out PewDiePie. Context matters.
Right? So anyway, remember that I had also said that when I next go to Corinth, I'm going to stand in the middle of the parking lot and spin myself around and show you what I mean.
That's a lie.
Sit.
Ooh, I should have done a little diagram. Okay, so let me pull up exactly what I mean. Hold on.
So you remember when I was telling you guys how I knew where she was in the Corinth because she was filming at that Shoppers Drug Mart and then talking about Starbies, and I said, wow, they share the parking lot with something that I know very well, the dispensary. Let me show you what I mean. So you got the Shoppers Drug Mart where she filmed. Then
I would also like to extend an olive branch to FFG and give a little friendly advice. I would suggest you take a good 30-day break from smoking the weed because it really seems to be fucking with your reasoning, your thought process, and your cognitive abilities. Just take a little tolerance break, girl. Cuz I think it's starting to fucking rot your brain.
You've got the Starbucks right over there. And I'm just going to pivot around and show you what's on that side. What do you think the one plant that they sell over there is?
And this, for those of you that didn't see it, this was in her thumbnail. And it said like, but Tasha shows it in this video. I think you guys saw it a few frames earlier. Oh, confirmed. And when why does she have to throw that haram in there? What does that fucking matter to you? Again, that is between Chantel and Allah. Why? Why does she have to fucking bring the religious aspect into it? Wait, hold on. Let me check something. What's going on? Yeah, Diff, you're good. Take a step back if you need to, sweetie. You're good. Sorry, many of my mods are my friends, and I take care of my friends, and I take care of my mods.
Let's go. Now, that's what I'm saying. She just went out of her way to go from wherever that gas station is to this pharmacy. This pharmacy here, this is Shoppers Drug Mart. Okay. Ooh, I should have done a little diagram. Okay. Picture this parking lot is like a big square. Okay. The two parallel sides of the square, right? Opposite sides of the square. The weed place is on one side, and this is the other side. The Shoppers Drug Mart. They share a parking lot. She literally, I'm sure she didn't even walk across the parking.
Oh, Nicole Y, thank you so much for the super chat. Nicole Y says, cow tip log. Yeah. No, I think it's better without the question mark. Honestly. Here, I wanna make sure we can all see Tasha's video. So I'm gonna take all that off the screen.
Lot because Chantal, she probably parked in front of the weed place, got her weed, and then got back in her car and crossed the parking lot and parked. And now she's at Shoppers Drug Mart, which is in the same parking lot as the good weed place. And
So?
went out of her way to go to this place.
Who fucking cares? Who cares? We all knew Chantel was getting high. We could tell Chantel was high. Fucking who cares? I was like, oh, look, she seems high when she was in Thailand, since she's been in Cornwall. Who fucking cares? And honestly, what business is it of ours? Just because we don't like Chantal, or Chantal has said and done, things worthy of criticism, even things that have been vile, questionable. Trust me, I've had my fucking moments with Chantal. You can go back and look on my Twitter, and I'm like, fuck you, Chantal. But just because we don't like her and she said and done some shit, why this? It doesn't justify this. And again, what fucking business is it of ours? Does anybody in this chat listening, or shout out to my lurkers, shout out to replay crew, does anyone in FFG's chat, does anybody, do you want everybody knowing your business and the shit you do? Does Chantal choose to put herself online? Absolutely. Does she monetize it? Absolutely. Has she overshared in the past? For sure. I've got more screenshots of Chantel's bits and pieces from her fucking streams on my phone. None of mine, none of my bits and pieces. Hey, Capone, welcome in. I'm sorry. I'm picking up on this attitude. This like air of supremacy that FFG is emitting, where it's almost like they're for in some way, for some reason, Chantel's beholden to her. Chantel owes, you know what I mean? It's this like claiming over her, this expectation. No, Chantel's gonna do what the fuck she wants. She always has. She always will. Chantel's a hot mess. This is why we started watching her. We're just supposed to be watching her. Chantel live streams. Chantel puts up her video. We sit, we watch, we react, we laugh. FFG has sucked all the fun out of this. I'm usually pretty fucking funny during a stream. I try to make you guys laugh. I try to be entertaining. I can fucking do it with Negs. I can't do it with this fucking shit. Can't do it.
And went out of her way to go to this place. It's not for nothing. I think everybody understands that, but I guess no one was supposed to understand where she is. I know exactly where she is. It's like I said, I was there this morning. I went to that pharmacy this morning. Whoever's calendar, I sent off a bunch of calendars today from yesterday's winners who contacted me. Your shit was mailed from Cornwall from that exact Shoppers Drug Mart this morning.
Write that down. Write that down.
Oh yeah, you can also tell by what's out the window.
Why? Did she sleep over in Cornwall? Why was she there? Did she stay over? And funny, why are you staying over? Oh, I'm just staying over at my friend's house. I'm sure you are. Oh, Nicole White, thank you so much for your super chat. Sorry, I really am trying to pay attention to the chat and like read and watch and react. Nicole Y says, did you hear the theory of them working together for monetary gain? Seems to be us knowing the lore, but I don't know. Of course, just speculation, not facts. I don't believe that for a moment. I don't. Nope. I genuinely believe Chantal dislikes FFG and that she is, at the very least, put off by her, if not like genuinely uneasy and worried, like there's fucking Buffalo Bill vibes. Like she wants to wear Chantel's skin. That's a good question, Ham and Beans. I'm just gonna leave that up there for everybody to read.
Window there, just beyond the cars. Just to the left, or no, to the right-hand side of the cars, there's a Starbucks also in that parking lot. And yeah, that's what it is. What a fucking moron. I don't want to say she's so dumb. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's like, prove it. We don't need to prove it. We understand what's going on. Yesterday, she went to 2 weed places. Today, it's the same fucking thing. It's like she's taking us for weed runs without actually taking us for the weed run.
What if she had just gone to Shoppers Drug Mart? And big deal if she did go to the weed place. We all knew. We said as soon as she touches down in Canada and she's going to go get a THC product of some sort. This is not fucking revolutionary news. This is not tea. And for Chantal to have to Chantal shouldn't, she should have been in the past and should be currently as careful as she's able to be about showing her location and where she's at for several reasons, mainly fucking FFG, case in point. She kind of shouldn't fucking have to. She should be able to show if she's at the Starbucks. She should be able to show if she's at the McDonald's. But she can't. Because of this. It's fucking weird, my guy. It's fucking weird. It's overstepping a line. It's at the very least, it's fucking questionable. Whether you like FFG or not, whether you like Chantel or not, taking those two factors out, even taking out the context of it, This on its own, just looking, saying person A did this to person B. Take out your feelings towards FFG and Chantal, good, bad, or in between. And just person A purposely went to where they knew, the town where they knew person B was, and purposely went to this dispensary they knew person B went to. Person A asked, do you know her? Person A was watching their videos, tracking down and deducing where they were. Think of it as just that. It's fucking creepy. And I don't think anyone can deny it. It's fucking creepy.
Why is FFG like the trashiest channel on earth?
Yeah,
I don't see anything wrong with people who have an opinion giving their opinion.
You can't get to the highlights? You lazy fat fuck.
I get it. No fucking shame in it. Like, make your money, right?
Or my stalker.
So anyway, your girlfriend.
Shout out Tasha. Thank you for letting me share that. Link is in the description. Please make sure you're subbed up to her. Still over there doing the Lord's work. And yes, Jarella, you can call out disagreeable behavior even in those you like. Yeah, and guess what? You can disagree with somebody you like, who you're friends with, and you can agree with people you don't like and don't care for. I'm so tired of this, like, oh, well, I disagree, but, you know, I really like this creator, or, you know, they're my friend. Or no, you can disagree. Again, how many times have I fucking said this? We are all individual people with our own very different experiences, lives, upbringing, beliefs, whatever. We're not going to agree on everything, and that's okay. What's not okay is the inability to agree to disagree, to have a conversation about it, and maybe learn from each other. Like, that's where the world and Gore World and all this shit on YouTube has gone left. So I woke up this morning and I was tagged in a video. Ham and beans, you are not an individual. You're a bunch of beans with some ham. So I woke up this morning and I was tagged. I've seen Billy Taft around in chats. Shout out Billy Taft. Again, their channel link is in my description. YouTube shorts are weird when like sharing or like linking, but so Billy Taft's link to their channel is in my chat. They tagged me and they made this little short that I found very interesting. So we're going to watch this real quick. So this is called Yaba Defends FFG Stalking Foodie Beauty.
It's none of your fucking business.
I feel like this. She's not upset that
wait.
Frenchie went to the.
Oh, God damn it. Do I have it sped up? Oh. How can I slow it down? Hold on. Let me. Why is it so fast? Nope. I don't know why this is so fast. All right.
The dispensary and said, "Have you seen this woman in your facility?" Her being upset totally has to do with the fact that one of her beezers was in the DMs with her fake husband, and he sent her a dick pic and said all kinds of nasty things to her and even fat shamed Chantel. That's what this is. Don't get it confused. This is Chantel doesn't give a shit that Frenchie went to a dispensary and whipped out a picture and says, "Have you seen this woman in your facility?" She's not mad about that. Hell no.
So suck it and rotate on it because it's none of your fucking business.
I feel like she's not upset that
Let's listen to that again. It's only a couple seconds long.
she went to the dispensary and said, "Have you seen this woman in your facility?" Her being upset totally has to do with the fact that one of her beezers was in the DMs with her fake husband, and he sent her a dick pic and said all kinds of nasty things to her and even fat shamed Chantel. That's what this is. Don't get it confused. This is Chantel doesn't give a shit that Frenchie went to a dispensary and whipped out a picture and says, "Have you seen this woman in your facility?" She's not mad about that. Hell no.
So suck it and rotate on it because it's none of your.
Tater, let me get your comment. Yeah. Hater Tater says Yaba used to call this shit out. Yeah, she used to. She used to, but she really can't anymore. One, because they have that alliance, that truce, that agreement with Frenchie, right? Which I can understand, you know. As a creator myself, as a small creator myself. It's really fucking disappointing. And no. Yeah, I'm sure Chantal was already like I said, Chantal was already upset from what she was dealing with Sala and that whole situation, and it fucking sucks. But again, like, you know, it's not a normal loving relationship built on a solid foundation where trust has been built, and it's their marriage, their relationship is fucking weird. I believe it's transactional. I believe it's a house of cards is the best way I can describe it. All it takes is one fart in the wind and that house of cards will come tumbling down. And again, the most interesting thing Chantal said during that whole thing was, well, maybe it's better if it ends because things weren't working out anyway. Oh, hold on. Trying to. Dang it. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much again for the super chat, Nicole Y. Nicole Y says Yaba talking reminds me of that hamster dance song. And yeah, and yes. And Tater's right. Yaba used to call this shit out. Yaba was the most, at one time, she used to be the most vocal person about not cow tipping, and specifically not cow tipping Chantal. But now like I said, lines were crossed, they were blurred, and then they were just completely obliterated. Oh. Well, yeah. And shout out Belinda. I hope she's going to be back soon. I know she's had a lot going on, so I've been hesitant to text her, but hopefully she'll be back up and running soon. Things are not the same without her gone. I miss her. I miss her streams so much because Belinda is funny, she's entertaining, and she puts on a great stream. And again, thank you, Billy Taft, for tagging me in this. Their link is in my description, and I'm still I'm very disappointed because this, and I get people change. I've changed a lot since I started streaming. And I'm sure I will continue to do so. But that is like, oh, she's not upset about that. Frenchie went to the dispensary. It's again, it's the diminishing of what was done. And the reality of it. But that gets blurred because people want to argue, well, what, Frenchie can't go where she wants to go? No, absolutely, she fucking can. But she didn't have to do what she did, and she didn't have to do it the way she did it. And I find it very interesting. Frenchie sure as fuck seems to be spending a lot of time in Cornwall since Chantal got back. And everybody can be like, well, you know, she's friends with Shannon and she goes there anyway, even when Chantal's not here. And there's a difference when we know Chantal is back. And again, there's a pattern of behavior. There's context. There's a history. She's going there with a purpose and with intent. Oh, that's a great comment. Yep, exactly, Jarella. There's good change and bad change. And I'm going to try and stay on the side of the good change. And again, I'm sure I'll stumble and I'll fuck up and I'll make a mistake one day. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on here and say, I fucked up. I stumbled. I made a mistake. This is what I did. I'm sorry. And I will take full accountability and responsibility for it. face the consequences and try to do better from that point forward. Because it's all, again, everybody makes mistakes. It's how you handle it. Miss Hellraiser, welcome in. Indica Queen, how you doing? And then let me get to your comment again, Tater. Yeah. Hater Tater says Yaba has to defend FFG because FFG has made herself part of Foodie Beauty's story now. You can't react to Foodie Beauty reacting without reacting to FFG. Yeah. Oh, Ham and Bean says FFG says she is saving to buy a house. What do you want to bet she is saving to buy a house in Cornwall? Exactly, Creek. Chantel, get out of Canada as fast as you can. Exactly. Wow. I've got more screenshots from Kiwi Farms. I might save those though and go over those in a members only stream, which I maybe might do Saturday sometime. We'll see. So definitely look out for that. Spoopy Burbs and higher. So everyone who got gifted a membership today by Hammy or Mick, thank you again. You will be able to come and hang out for that. And if you can't make it, replay crew is a thing. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous. I would expect nothing less from our dearest fried one though. And if anybody is watching this or she's watching it, please report back to her. Yes, while I did criticize and I did share my opinion, I am not full of rage. I am not hateful. I do not sit up and bash her. I will not allow any of my guests to sit up here and bash her. I try to I very much am conscious of keeping it to criticism of words and behavior. I very much try to stay away from, like, I'm sorry. Sitting here saying, "Oh, you're stupid," or calling somebody a stupid bitch, or you're dumb, or you're fat, or you're this. That's, I mean, if you're down with that and you like those kinds of reactions from people, I'm sure those people are out there. That's not my style. That's not what I prefer to listen to. And I very much try to stay away from that. Just the very simplistic, immature insults, going for the looks. And that's not to say I won't, comment on them here and there. But that's too easy. That's too easy. That's very simplistic. And I think there is so much more to be commented on, specifically with this situation. So oh, like a chihuahua. Wait, it's when people do what? Hey, Kate Winslet. Oh my God. Kate Winslet, you goddamn legend, you. Oh, what do you mean, Amber? Could have fooled you how? Did I bash her? I don't feel like I bashed her. Is that what you mean? I'm confused. There's a delay. Let me know what you mean. Because, I want feedback from you guys, Like, yeah, I'm going to comment and be honest. Like, damn, you out here doing the most. Crossing lines and whatnot. But trust me, if I wanted to sit here and bash, I could bash. But that's not my style. Valid criticism, pointing out a person's behavior and how it's bullshit and whatnot. That's not bashing, but exactly, Chatty Charlie, lowbrow insults. You know, and maybe some people that's their reaction style and that's the most they can offer. And again, I'm sure there's an audience for that. That is, you know, that's not my style. It's not how my brain works. So again, shout out to my amazing mods. Oh, okay. Well, I just, you know, I know sometimes you don't realize how you're coming off, or it's weird being up here. There's a lot of to pay attention to and everything. So I am going to do a members only stream, like I said, hopefully on like Saturday sometime. I'll see what's going on, who else is streaming and all that, and schedule. I'll try and give you at least a couple of hours notice. And as for my next regular stream, I have a couple things in mind. I'm going to be avoiding the bald crazy man that shouldn't own pew-pews, if you know who I'm talking about, because first and foremost, the shit he is saying on his streams, in chats, is just, it's vile, it's gross. And that lot over there is like going on a spree, like a striking spree. And I'm sorry, I don't care enough about him to risk my fucking channel. It's whatever. He's a cow, he is fodder. And again, I don't just stream about any one person or whatever, but I kind of like this vibe of like, okay, whatever's going on, we'll talk about. We can come on, do a little bit of everybody. I kind of like that. You know, I watch a lot of things and, you know, whatever. I will be back with a spoopy stream Saturday, January 13th. I've got a poll going on my community tab. There's 3 choices up there. Vote for it's the comeback stream. I'll cover all the choices, but to like, I haven't done a spoopy stream in a few months. It's like a little comeback. We're rebooting it. I'm going to be doing it on a different day. Cause Friday nights are tough usually. So make sure you go and vote. I'm going to let that go for like a day or two. Yeah, I'm not exactly waste of time on him. Sometimes he's funny to react to, but he's gotten real like fucking political and even more racial than usual, and I don't want to go there. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm not interested, and if I'm not interested, I'm not going to talk about him. So thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone who gifted memberships, sent super chats, especially Nicole Y. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. If you want to give a thumb, that's cool. If not, you can keep your thumb. And I hope your thumb as well. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back with members only, and I will see you again soon. Join up my Discord. I'll usually post in there what's going on. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. Shout out Replay Crew. All right. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.